Hi there, this is Phil Carlson once again here with a quick message for your personal, professional, and spiritual growth. And this is the first of what's going to be a series of videos on what I'd like to call Gospel 101. Basically, we're going to go through 4 categories that I like to use to break up how I explain the good news about Jesus Christ. And I hope you find this edifying, helpful, something that encourages you and builds you up to actually be able to share the gospel with others and understand the gospel better for yourself. And of course, when I'm doing videos for personal, professional, and spiritual growth, my audience is business and professional men primarily. That has to do with my job. I work with Christian Business Men's Connection, and I am primarily focused on sharing complex and nuanced biblical concepts to people who are not trained theologically or in any of these sorts of things. They just want to be able to open the Bible and be able to see what it says and understand it and be able to share it with others. And that's what I'm going to try and do today. And so one of the ways I do that is I break up our understanding of the gospel into 4 categories. So the first category I call the premise. The second category, the problem. The third category is the prescription. And the fourth category is the future prospect. So the premise, the problem, the prescription, and the future prospect. So why do I break it up this way? Well, first of all, when you're trying to talk about any kind of story or argument the person is going to make, you need to ask, what are the premises of that argument? How do they define their terms? What are the things they're assuming that not everyone may assume? You see, we start the gospel with an understanding about the goodness of God, and about the nature of creation, and about the sovereignty of God, and the purpose for which humanity was created. If we assume that the people we're talking to already believe the same things we do about these same ideas, we will be wrong. Not everyone believes these things. And so then when we get to the issue of the problem, which is sin and man's rebellion against God and disobedience to the good word of God and violating God's holy and righteous standards, if we don't understand how good God is and what humanity was created for, then when we get to the issue of the problem, it doesn't make sense. But if we understand the premise properly, we start to get why the problem is so bad. And of course, if we don't understand how bad the problem is, then we don't understand why the solution has to be so encompassing of a person's life, why it has to dominate every single area of a person's life, not just a small area, but everything, why it encompasses not only our present, but our past and our future. And of course, that's where we get to the future prospect. If we don't recognize that there are future implications to the gospel at work in a person's life, then we do not realize that there's something we're living for that is greater than ourselves, and a future time that we are living for, that we are preparing for through how we live today. If we don't recognize these things now, then we can end up hopeless and confused. We can end up broken because of any number of misunderstandings, and we can fall into the same trap that many people do, which is overemphasizing or underemphasizing certain aspects of the gospel message. So I look forward to speaking with you in the next video where we talk about the premise, God and creation. God bless you and have a great day.